Bitcoin is looking pretty ugly on the weekly time frame, but on the daily time frames things are actually a little bit different. So guys, in today's video we are going to have a look at Bitcoin, derivatives exchange data, and we are going to have a look at Ethereum. So let's jump straight into it. Guys, I want to start off with Bitcoin, and we're going from the weekly time frame, diving a little bit into the shorter term time frame. Then we go to derivatives exchange data. What is that profile picture basically telling us, and what is Ethereum doing? Also very important. So guys, if we have a look at Bitcoin right here, then to be honest, on the weekly time frame, if you just get rid of the drawings, this is not looking all too good. We have a big wick to the upside. Well, normally, guys, if you look in historical times that we have like a big wick to the upside, normally it's actually, for example, right here, we have a big wick to the upside. Actually, 2019, here we also had a big wick. Here we have a wick. Here we have a wick. Here we also have a wick. This looks pretty different, I have to say. Here we have a wick correction. So on the weekly time frame, guys, this really looks like this move kind of ended. At least it's very much slowing down, similar as we have seen right here. And that right now we need some time, and this is also that I explained in my video yesterday, we need some time to really shake out weak hands. That's how I feel as well, because so many people have been anticipating this Bitcoin ETF. Well, the ETF is approved. Where's all the new liquidity? It's not there. So all these potential buyers, they right now slowly become sellers. They are one by one starting to panic. Not the strong hands, guys, not the people who believe in Bitcoin, who hodl, but the people who really bought that hype. The people who really heard in the rooms like, oh, the ETF is getting approved, oh, I need to buy, wow, now it's going to get liquidity. And here it was actually on the Dutch news as well, mainstream media news, Bitcoin ETF approved. People started to buy, right? But now the price rolls over, and those people who bought can be the same people who panic sell. So that's just something to take in mind. I don't see the nice picture right now in the shorter term time frame. I don't see a really nice setup where the risk to reward ratio is higher to go up than to go down. I think we need a couple of weeks, maybe even a couple of months, just come down a little bit, and maybe in the best case scenario just move sideways to get this consolidation going, to shake out the weak hands, to form this new fundamental bottom where we can then take off from again. So for example, right here, this was a beautiful period, especially in hindsight, where we just moved sideways, and this was a period where a lot of people took positions, and eventually from that low we can really take off, right? But we need a little bit that bottom, we need that fundament to really get basically a running strip like an airplane which we can use to take off from. And if we are already overstretched, it's difficult to push higher. And if we do push higher, guys, it's often not a sustainable move. So for example, right here, you do have this big wick to the upside, right? Then we come down, we still get another wick to the upside, so we almost test these highs again. But still we are in the downtrend. So that I think something like that is possible right here as well, where we still come up and maybe test these levels in a, let's call it a short squeeze or something, because the sentiment right now is very bearish. A lot of people are looking at this. So it is still possible that we are going up, but then still the upside is quite limited, and I still think that we could see a further correction. So with that being said, we haven't broken below 40k yet. So we're now trading at 41,400. We haven't breaking below 40k. We do right now broke below this rising channel, as you can see right here. Like I said yesterday also, this is starting to look more and more weak, and we just roll over. But we are testing some support of this for a rising wedge formation. So we had this rising wedge with rising resistance right here. So far we are testing this level, so I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin still can take off in the shorter term time frame from these levels, just get a short squeeze or come a little bit up, change the sentiment a little bit, like, oh yeah, you see that the Bitcoin ETF brings a new liquidity, and then just rolls over and gives a bigger correction. I'm not saying that this is like 100% is going to happen, but I could see something happening like that, because the sentiment right now is very bearish. And if we go to derivatives exchange data, which I think right now is very important, we can see that the momentum waves coming, and oversold conditions. Guys, this is actually a new indicator that we have over on worldportal.com. In the pro charts, we got the momentum waves right here, and then this orange in the background is actually the relation of these momentum waves with each other. So you can see that the orange first shows us whether we are trending down or not, and that shows us because these lines are getting closer to each other, and right here they flip. They get a bullish or bearish cross, and the moment we cross, we also move on that zero line from that orange field. So that's actually what we can see right here. The orange is already coming up, showing us that most likely this will make a bullish cross very soon. We can see that the volume momentum is coming up slightly, so there's still some time left right here, but it could come up slightly right here. The premium index is negative. Right now actually positive, but generally in the last period it's negative, so that is also interesting. And the funding rates are coming down. So when I'm looking at this derivatives exchange profile picture, it's not looking most bearish, to be honest, but it's also not insanely bullish. That is also something I gotta say, but it's definitely not extremely bearish. So right here, where we have like these high funding rates, where I also was saying that yes, most likely we are going to get like a squeeze, something like that. This was very a bearish picture, right? But right now it's not a very much bearish picture. And then when we go to the 1 hour time frame, we can see a little bit more clear. Also, like funding rates coming down. It's a bit shifting up and down, but yeah, generally it's coming down, especially when we look at 4 hour. Here we can also see the momentum waves are pretty low, coming up. And here the volume momentum can come up. Premium index is negative. So generally, spot has been leading this price action. Also very interesting to see that. And when it's turning positive, so when there is speculation, as you can see right here, when the premium index turns positive, the price goes down. So yeah, guys, like I said, there's sometimes with trading, for me personally, I want to have like nice setups, and when I don't see a perfect setup, it's also sometimes okay to say that you're not going to take a trade, because yeah, I like to have these situations where you can say like, okay, I have a 70-30% chance of winning, or I'm pretty sure this is going to happen. But right now we see in the shorter term time frame, yes, we could still see a push to the upside. But if we just zoom a little bit out on Bitcoin and we look at the market conditions, then maybe we need a little bit of a breather, a couple of months, before we can form that next fundament and then like really take off again. And if you want to take advantage of the volatility in the crypto markets, you can do that over on the PrimeXBT exchange. PrimeXBT just launched a new section on their website where you can trade a lot of different cryptocurrency trading pairs, and you can do that with an isolated or with a cross margin, similar as to other exchanges like Binance or Bybit. And this is pretty new. So yeah, guys, if you want to test this out over on PrimeXBT, do that with the affiliate link down below, as the affiliate link down below will give you a 7% deposit bonus and a 25% discount on your fees. Then guys, I want to show you Ethereum against Bitcoin, because this is a trade that we have been taking right here on the channel and over on World Portal, and I'm very happy with this trade actually, because yeah, this trade just doing pretty good, and also as exactly as we have been planning. So these yellow lines right here, guys, is actually all end of the year, so that's November. And what I've been saying for a lot of time right now is that yes, we often get drops at the end of the year from Ethereum against Bitcoin, and then we get that last drop, that last shakeout, or in December or in January. And yeah, this time it was not different. We also came down during October, had a little bit bounce in November, had last shakeout in December, January, end of December, January, we were at that last shakeout. Well, there was a perfect entry. The green box was a perfect entry. It was the exact low right here, and maybe this is going to be a multi-year long low from Ethereum against Bitcoin. Who knows what the market is going to bring. But this is already up, guys, for like 20%. And like I also said, like these are trades, swing trades, that I take normally with a big chunk of my portfolio. So I wouldn't use like 50% of my portfolio to open a leverage position on Bitcoin. No, that's too dangerous, because you have a liquidation level. If you trade with leverage, it might be better to have like a small percentage of your portfolio that you use for trading. Right, but when you look at this, for example, Ethereum, these waves from Bitcoin and money flowing to Bitcoin, going to Ethereum, these things I do with big chunks of my portfolio. So I can take like 50% of my portfolio, 50% of all my Bitcoin, flip it into Ethereum just for a couple of months, like December, January, February, March, and then flip it back to Bitcoin. Right now already made 20%, and if you make 20% on like 50% of your portfolio, these are really good numbers. So yeah, guys, sometimes you need only a couple of trades per year, sometimes even one trade per year, and you already have a yearly salary, of course depending on your portfolio. But yeah, these are really the trades that I like, because this is just a beautiful setup, and I've been talking about this for so long. This is a beautiful setup, like a falling wedge, breaking out to the downside, moving sideways into the December, January time frame. Also with previous support and resistance, with the middle of this channel, coming into the time frame that we're seeing a shakeout and then a takeoff. Well, it exactly happened like that. Shake out and then take off. And yeah, guys, this was a beautiful trade, and I still expect this, because this one right now just broke the resistance from the falling wedge formation. I expect this to go higher. And normally what we are seeing, just if we look at this from a technical picture, falling wedge, break out to the downside, move sideways, break back in, break out to the wedge. The target would be basically the top of the wedge. And I do see that, yes, we have some resistance right here at 0.065. So might be a good moment to take some profits there. So there we would have like 32% profit on that trade. But if we would reach the target of that falling wedge formation, we have the 63% profit on your trade. 63% profit on your 50%, on the 50% of your portfolio, is a 25% increase from your complete portfolio. So that is actually kind of crazy when you think about it, guys. These are very, very powerful trades that you should not underestimate. Okay, guys, that was it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, smash up the like button. Very much appreciated. If you haven't done so, make sure to subscribe down below. Hit the bell icon so you get notified whenever we upload new videos. Check out, if you haven't done so already, check out my tutorials that I made over on Bybit right here on the screen. I made some playlists. Check out these videos. These are very important, free knowledge for you. Yeah, guys, I wish you all a beautiful day and hope to see every single one of you in the next video.